If you're Italian, turn on the subtitles because I will talk about Italy and also Europe. So go for that. We need to talk about the fact that Europe and therefore Italy, because Italy is in Europe, about the fact that Europe hates small businesses. And we are going to talk about Italy because I'm Italian. So let's roll the intro and then let's get to business. I'm going to start with the Italian thing because it's something that just now happened with me with the shipping of the first order that I had in a while, which I'm still so grateful for. If you don't know, go watch the vlogs. You will understand everything. And there's also a letter for me, but also for each and every single one artists who are struggling. Everything is on the channel. Subscribe, like, whatever. Do whatever you want. Okay, and then we're going to talk about the new regulation, European regulation on the packaging. First things first, the Italian situation. Okay, I'm going to talk about the post office, the Italian post office, which is called Poste Italiane, Italian Post. And I'm going to talk about disappearance, the elimination of the type of shipping called Poste Uno, Post One, which was a type of shipping that was really, really useful and was the safest type of shipping profile for small businesses. Why? Because there are two types of shipping. I'm talking about small packages, letters, which fit in a slim package. So if you send stickers, postcards, bookmarks, nothing that is too, like if you sell mugs, if you sell, they go into the packet, like the packaging, big packet. But I'm talking about the letters. Okay, this was the cheapest way, but also the safest way because there was Poste 1 and Poste 4. Poste 4 is the even cheaper, but is not the safest because you don't have a tracking, full tracking, partial tracking. You don't have anything. It's just like the post, the thing to ship a letter or something. I don't remember the name. I will put it here. And then you ship the letter. So you don't have any confirmation, you don't have any nothing on the package. And you don't know when the package will be delivered, you don't know where the package is, so not even partial or full tracking, nothing. You just know if the customer will tell you, yeah, the package is arrived. And honestly, no shade, it's still available on my shop because I understand that maybe you want to spend, I don't know, 10 euros overall, like you just want to spend 10 euros with the shipping included, the price of the shipping included, and you don't want to go, you know, money is can be an issue, but maybe you want to treat yourself, you just want to spend that, and that's okay, I understand it. You will go through some risks, but yeah, and this Poste 4, whatever, is about €1.50-ish, something. So it's really, really, really cheap. Perfect. The Poste one was €3.50. And with the Poste one, you didn't have the full tracking, but you had a fastest ship, really fast. It took like 2 to 3 days. With the other one, it can take up to 1-2 weeks to arrive. That's why it's the cheapest. But yeah, really fast shipping and delivery. And you also had the notification via website when the package was delivered. You didn't had the full tracking, like where the package is now, blah blah blah, but at least you had it, because as a small business, also you want to be sure that the customer did receive the, for you and for the customer, because it can be both way. Well, the Italian Post decided to cut it out. So right now, if you want to send small packages that are slim enough to go into the letter category, you only have the Poste 4. Or otherwise, you can go and send it with the packaging, the big pack, like big orders profile, which costs starting €6. You can understand that if I want a fast tracking, a fast shipment and what have you, and maybe I buy like 5 stickers, I will pay more for the shipment than probably for the stickers. So this is the Italian situation, which it pissed me off. This situation is up from May, but it did occur to me right now because, as I said, it has been a long time since I received an order for many, many reasons. I talk about that in the other videos, so just go for that. Okay, now the European situation, which is something that is really appalling, honestly. It's something which is also, disclaimer, I was always a big fan of Europe, of the union of many states that have, like, you have, if you want to go to another state, you can travel just with the ID card, and you have a bunch of perks to be in Europe, okay? Which was fun until a certain point, because right now it's like they're trying to make things worse each day, and it's pissing me off. And I'm pretty fair to say that it's pissing off a lot of people right now. There are many artists, and I really want to thank Bubblesartcraft. And there's also this other guy that I just followed on Instagram, Soul Forged. Soul Forged. Not like soul, but Saul, the name, Forged, and which is amazing. He does he does it in the ancient way, which is crazy. And then there's also this Italian artist, her, Roro Lulu. And they all shared informations about this European shipping situation. Okay, so I'm going to make it brief in order to not confuse anyone. And I want to say that I read a lot of comments, which is something that really bothers me. A lot of people are going under this post saying, oh, you don't understand anything. Didn't you saw that there are rules that apply to small businesses? And I'm going to, it's fair to give your take. Maybe you have more information that other people don't have. First things first, be polite, damn it. Second, these people, mostly the Bubblesartcraft, which, by the way, I'm going to link you below the Kofi, because they have a PDF file on Google Drive with all the information that you can need on this if you're European, but even if you're not European, honestly, because this applies to everyone who wants to ship through Europe and to Europe. So if you're like a small business in Canada, whatever, very Italian, whatever, and you want to ship to, I don't know, France, Italy, or whatever, these are things that you should know, because each and every package that goes around Europe will be for sure subject to this. I noticed also a bunch of creators saying, I'm going to ship in these countries, only these countries. Personally, I placed a banner on my Etsy shop because I want to drop, I want to make a few drops for fall, Halloween, and Christmas. So if you're interested, stay tuned, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Because until I would be for sure. Same thing that went with the new taxes, USA taxes. By the way, always in summer. These people cannot rest in summer. It's crazy. Until I'm sure about something, 100%, I don't want to go through risks, both for me and both for my customers. Maybe they will be delivered with a, I don't know, you need to pay this amount of money, or me, I would be delivered with this amount. No. We are poor here. We cannot do that. So I just decided to stop shipment through Europe. Obviously, Italy is excluded until I have clarification. I also want to say that I wrote to the representative of Italy, which I'm going to say because this person is the parliamentary of Europe, politician, Pietro Fiocchi. And if you're Italian, I'm going to leave also his email down because this person needs to answer. I sent an email, no answers until now. Also, there's a petition and stuff like that. Okay, let's talk about the juicy, shitty situation. Basically, this regulation goes for the packaging. They want to track the packaging in order to not overdo. Example, when you buy something from Amazon, it comes from, I don't know, Germany, whatever. It comes like it happened to me always. You buy a book that is like this, and they send it to you in a package that is like this big, with a bunch of paper inside, and the book goes, which is, honestly, do you have so many boxes that you need to put it everywhere, like to send it everywhere? Just use a bag or something. No. So also, in order to contrast, I believe, in order to go against plastic use and stuff like that, which totally fair. By the way, because I follow religiously Catnip, and Catnip, which is an artist from UK, she uses, it's been a while that she uses this kind of bags that are, I don't remember the name, that are like paper-ish, but also they protect the material. I tried to find those bags everywhere in Italy, on websites, Amazon, whatever. Never. Oh, talking about catnip, a notification, an email. So I understand the needs for the needs to monitor this situation, but I also, as a small business, would like to have more options. And I'm a firmly, like, my bags, shipment bags are only paper, but I do use plastic because I saw, there's a fly. I saw how they ship things and how they throw shit around. So also one day a package came to me soaking wet. Thank God there was plastic inside, because in the car, like the truck, there was a leak of rain, and basically the truck was flooded, and this truck still went around delivering packages which were soaking wet. So I think if we don't have a different option to plastic to preserve our goods, but still, I do believe in recycling. I do religiously recycle everything. Now, this new EU regulation is for each and every single one of the countries. And what it means is that if you're going to ship to a country in Europe, you need to be aware of the regulation of that country. So we don't have a whole Europe situation. No. Each country is different now. Okay. And not only that, if you ship to a certain country, besides being sure of all the regulation, everything, you also should need a representative in the country, which is like a company. But also there can be fees to pay annually. No, yearly. annually. Do you say annually? This goes against small businesses for many reasons. First things first, I can ship to Finland maybe one package in a whole year. So for me as a small business to sell things to Finland, one package a year to Finland, if I ship a package to Finland, one package per year, not only I need to know and the representative and everything, blah, 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 I also need to pay. In this case, for Finland, okay, there's a minimum fee of 74 euros, plus you pay also for the packaging fee. So not only you need to pay 74, but there are even more things. Now, there are some things that go for, they don't need a registration to this representative situation. You don't need a representative. You don't need the registration fee. You don't need the annual fee. You can say annual. I don't know. But there are some things that there can be some exception, like under a certain amount. This is where it gets complicated, because it's not that we have, okay, we go on the European Union site, and we have a document as a small businesses. We pay taxes. I'm registered, by the way. So I paid a lot of taxes to Italy, but this is not new. You pay just to pay. We don't have a guide. We don't have we are the one, like we artists are the one going around asking, documenting, taking notes, trying to understand the situation. There's no plain document that says, okay, you are a small business from Italy in my case. Okay, you're a small business from Italy. In order to ship to France or to each other countries, you need to do this, and that. Okay, there's no list, there's nothing. You just go around and ask and try to figure out by yourself at this point. So the major thing to underline here, there would be for some, and if you check the documents from Bubblesartcraft, sorry, I'm so bad with names. If you check their documents, you will see that there are some countries who answered to their email, and they gave like directions, and you will see that there are annual fees, that there are registration fees, maybe you will pay packaging fees and stuff like that. It has become really complicated. So personally, I just stopped. I'm not going to tell you what to do, honestly, because I don't know. I'm going to leave you all the resources below. And it's really complicated right now. Personally, I closed, after the 12th of August, I closed the shipments for Europe, because until I have a full, like, bulletproof situation, I don't want to risk anything for me and for customers. But also, since I have a really slow sales situation, I feel kind of in the clear for now. The only thing is that right now we are in August, but we are approaching one of the freaking busiest period of, mostly like revenue wise, the most satisfying period in the year, which is fall, Halloween, Christmas, with all the other celebrations in between. But obviously there will be people buying gifts. Etsy would be flooded by new collections, and I would be one of them, honestly. So this feels not only an attack to all small businesses, but also it feels an attack to customers, basically, because you won't be able, maybe you saw something now and you said, okay, I will buy this thing, I don't know, in October, just to be sure, you cannot buy that thing in October. And again, I want to underline the fact that personally, and I read about news, I every day when I wake up, not as soon as I wake up, because my mental health is important, but I do read the news. And I read many things regarding also small businesses. I didn't saw Etsy talking about this. Etsy is based in Ireland, by the way. So I didn't saw Etsy talking about this. I didn't saw any news about on the Italian post office, nothing. The only one that talked about this, I'm pretty sure, was DHL, because if you search like PP, what is PPNR, PPNR something, I believe, Europe, PPWR, sorry. It does appear like the DHL website. So DHL was the only one talking about this in English. So right now the situation is really complicated. I want to make this video because maybe we can use the comment section to share news, to share experiences, to share if we do contact, what you want to do about this, what you're going to do, because maybe I did went to Reddit and looked up on the Etsy seller Reddit to understand what other people are going to do. I can say that there are many people who are just cutting off Europe. There were many people already cutting out Germany for something that already happened, which I didn't know. And I'm like, what are happening? Why are these things happening? To be fair, my dog passed in May, and May, June, and April, and even March, I was like mentally off. So I do understand if these things happened and I was not fully here completely. So that's okay. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you're going to do if you're an artist. Let me know if you are a customer, like what do you think about this situation? And if you have more creators that are talking about this, leave them, like tell me the name below, because I really want to sustain creators mostly in this moment. And thank you so much for watching this, and we will see each other very soon. Bye.